Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So, RK Craig here with Bella Shepherd. We're going to be heading to the Citadel to picking up a few side missions. We will pick up our conversations with Captain Anderson, talk to him about his relationship with Saren from 20 years ago, and we will probably speak to the consort, maybe Barlavan. We'll head back into space and we'll do maybe one or two side missions. That's the mission we got laid out before us for this session. Let's get to it. Yeah, that last session, man. With that crash, I got, took the wind out of my sails there a bit, but between the last two where I've had to do a bit of cutting on through editing, it's actually forced me to learn, and so now I'm not hoping, of course, that anything get any crashes or any type of instability. But if I do, I know now I can fix it in editing. So not let it, take the wind out of my sails. And as I was saying in the comments of the last video, I want to learn also, maybe not for necessarily for Let's Play. I don't think I'll do this, but I want to learn how to splice in video. So someday if I'm doing some other type of video, something on analysis, or I don't know, some type of essay or whatever, I need to learn how to do all these things in editing, but all in due course. All right. Well, the art is new. So I'm going to take her, and I'm going to take her because I want to speak to Mr. Bhatia, who lost his wife on Eden Prime, and
Equalizing
Ashley.
interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Ashley knew, of course, his wife because I think they served in the same unit. The Admiral gonna be here? Yep. We're gonna get some inspection. We'll see how this goes.
Tin Hut!
At ease. Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Salute.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander? I
Nope.
command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship and you.
I did have orders, but I'm not gonna make excuses. This is opportunity to remedy that.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
You're very short-sighted, sir. This is a cutting-edge technology you're looking at. Yeah.
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money in a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
I mean, how this knucklehead doesn't see the, the quality of having stealth technology on your side is like, it's beyond me how you don't see that. Like, this is absolutely something that anyone that has a brain, I think, should figure out. But yeah, he wants to check it out. Of course, he's outranks us. Please do, sir.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
We're trained for it, sir.
There are no amateurs on this crew. They know to keep idle chatter minimized during combat. And I can bellow with the best DIs.
A fair point. I suppose the design has no chance of becoming standard. No need to worry about a generation of recruits learning things bass-ackwards. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
My God, this guy. Let's see. Shepard's gonna school him.
Men of limited vision said the same thing about early aircraft, submarines, and tanks.
Yep.
There's two ways I could take that, Commander, but that is true. I suppose the early U-boats weren't much better. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
Looks like we're dealing with Rear Admiral Ashley Williams here. Pretty much has the same view as she does. No, I wouldn't say that, but Shepard's gonna stand up for as she sees him and as I do. Those are our allies.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
We have this ship to kick ass, sir. Take names.
We showed the Council something they hadn't thought of with our fighter carriers. You may disapprove of Normandy, but she's just another way we're outthinking them.
That assumes Normandy's technologies can become practical in the future. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
As negative as he planned, so he already came in with the determination, conclusion of what he was going to be doing. I mean, luckily Shepard's got enough charm and intimidate to set him right a bit, but he came here already with his mind made up. There's the codex. I'll get your two thoughts. I heard someone say stranger. Is there one up here too? I thought there was. Yeah. There we go. We've already scanned you, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see if they have anything to say.
Seeing the ward stretching out before you really makes you appreciate the Citadel as a true wonder of Prothean engineering.
Yeah, indeed it does.
It was the Turians who first suggested creating a single organization to maintain order on the Citadel. Perhaps that is why more than half the force is Turian.
But no one thought of having a police force before the turns, huh? Alright.
Did you know Citadel Security is the largest multi-species law enforcement agency in Council space?
That makes sense. Alright, what you gotta say, Ash?
Oh, this is quite the view, Commander.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
CSEC seems more like a military operation than a police force.
Yeah, it's a bit of both, I guess.
CSEC seems more like a military operation than a police force.
Alright. Let's head on in. I can do it. Fashion quick save. Nope, it ain't letting me. Hold on. Okay. I had to make the cursor active over here. I'm going to touch the...
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kit claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Yeah, I had to touch the touchpad on my laptop to get it active in order to be able to save. But that Hamlet, isn't that kind of part of his problem? Is you don't do too many deeds, you don't want to do too much action.
Commander
He's just
Shepard,
caught up in his
sorry
thoughts.
to bother you. This is Lieutenant Girard down in the docking bay. There is a woman here. She was rescued from Batarian slavers a few weeks ago. She is from Mindoir.
Nah, how can I help?
She's been a slave for the past 13 years. Is she all right?
Not really. She's a little messed up. She got free somehow, grabbed a gun from one of my guys. Now she's holed up here in the docking bay. She says she wants to die. I hoped you'd talk to her. It's a long shot, but I figured maybe you could talk her out of her tree.
I'll do my best I can.
I'm on my way, Lieutenant. Sit tight.
Anything you could do would be great. I don't want to. She's been through enough. I'll have my men stand by for you.
That mission isn't typically available for Shepard of our background, but that was due to a mod that allows for it, so that's cool. I really like it. It's a really good one.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars. Many Council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni. In a rare admission of debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the uplifted Krogans made possible.
Yeah, as they should be. I mean, it's not like the Rachni are gonna wipe out everything, and the Krogans save the freaking day, man. And how did this gal get up here and past us? This was the only way available here, right? Ain't it? I don't know how she got up here. Maybe there's, I don't know. Anyway, let's see how we can help.
Commander, glad to see you.
Yep.
I wish it were under better circumstances. Where is she?
Behind those shipping containers. I've got a sniper position, but I don't think we'll need him. She's only a danger to herself. We've got a sedative to calm her down, but we can't get close to her. Every step we take gets her more wound up.
How about your concern?
You seem awfully worried about her.
I'm just doing my job, Commander.
I'll take care of it. See what I can do.
I hope I don't need it. Tell your men to stand by.
Don't push her too hard. If she seems liable to pull the trigger, back off or walk away. I am willing to wait her out. Good luck, Commander.
Merci. Was it Monsieur Girard?
Interesting.
Yeah. You'll have to. Dang it! Wait, what?
Seeing the ward stretching out
Oh,
before
see, you're repeating yourself.
Appreciate the Citadel.
Not
is
now.
a true wonder of Prothean engineering.
Oh boy. Yeah. Thank you, Liara.
Stop! Stop! What are you?
Shepard.
My name is Shepard. Lieutenant Girard sent me to talk to you. What's your name?
Animals don't get names. The Masters put their symbols on her. Hot metal all over her back. She screams when they do it.
And yeah, it's freaking brutal what this young lady describes and what she went through. But think back.
You're not an animal. Your parents, what did they call you? Do you remember them?
She remembers a lot of things. Talitha. They call her that. She doesn't remember the rest. Leave her alone.
Tell me about your parents.
What happened to your parents?
She sees them. They're yelling, "Run! Hide!" They hit the Masters. But the Masters, they have lights and hoses. He's melting!
Oof.
Shh! She doesn't want to see that! Don't make her look! Don't look! Stupid, stupid!
Man. Yeah, I couldn't imagine that, the horror of that. Jesus. Does she need to face it? Boy. I mean, just telling her be strong. No, that don't feel right.
I know it hurts, Talitha. I'm sorry. But you need to deal with this. What happened to them? Think.
When she thinks, water comes out of her eyes. The Masters beat her when she wastes water. So she doesn't think anymore. She sees them. Mommy and Daddy. Burning in white light, melting, going to pieces. They can't even say anything to her. They're dead, Shepard. They try to save her and the Masters burn them. Can she stop remembering now, please?
And the actress's performance there is freaking top notch. Like, you feel it. We'll take a step towards her.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
No, she's no good. Don't want to be handled again.
What about the raid?
What's the last thing you remember from Mindoir?
Fires. Smells of smoke and burning meat. Animals screaming as the Masters cage them. As they put the metal to their backs. Put the wires in their brains. She pretends to be dead. If she's dead, she can't work. But they know. She hopes they'll leave. But they put her in the pen. She didn't fight. She was already broken when they put the wires in.
This isn't your fault, Tabitha.
Talitha, you were what, 6 years old? No one blames you for staying quiet and hoping they go away. The only person blaming you is you.
She wants to believe that. She wants to believe nothing would change. She doesn't want to be there anymore. In the pen, in the cages, lying quiet while they do things to her.
Take a step forward.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
She doesn't want. Don't touch her!
I won't. Tell me about the escape.
How did you get here? Did you escape?
She can't escape. They have chains, wires, needles. You go too far, they take your brains away. Animals like her come. Animals with guns. They make the Masters explode. She tries to fix the Masters so they won't be mad at her. She puts all the reds and purples back in, but they don't move. The other animals take her.
Yep. Plain and simple, I guess. Stockholm Syndrome seems to have taken effect here.
You were afraid. All you'd known for 13 years was the Master's abuse, so you tried to heal them.
She doesn't want to see other animals. They're not real. They can't be real. They can't see her. If the animals can see her, then this is real. But it can't be. The wires, the chains, the hitting. This doesn't happen to her. It's another girl. A dirty girl. Stupid girl. She deserves it. It happens to her. Doesn't it? They see her, so it's real. She doesn't want it to be real.
Man. I'm saying, whoever this actress was, she's freaking phenomenal, man.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
Please don't touch her. She's dirty. You'll catch it.
There you go, take the sedative.
Talitha, this will make you sleep. If you fall asleep, they'll take you to a place where you can get better.
Will she have bad dreams?
I don't know. I hope not, but I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't know.
She'd like that. It hurts when I remember me. But she wants to remember.
Man, no, that's absolutely outstanding writing and acting there from BioWare. One of the best little side missions in the trilogy. Oh man, that's rough. On a more chipper, happier side note, I really dig Shep's armor. I think it looks pretty badass. But yeah, that was pretty brutal.
Is it over, Commander?
It's over. I ain't gonna say she's fine. I mean, she's not. She's got a long ways to go, but for now, this episode, it's over.
I got her to take the sedative.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot. I didn't want to hurt her. It's just, when I see her curled into a ball and shivering, she was only 6 when they took her. Why the hell are we out here if we can't even keep one little girl safe?
Yeah, don't lose heart. We gotta keep trying to do better.
Bad things happen to good people, Lieutenant. That's why you and I are here. Don't wring your hands over her. Help her.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for your help, Commander. We are taking her to a counseling center. They'll help her get better.
Let's hope. Good job, Monsieur Gerard. Alright.
In a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
I haven't got out yet that it's Saren, huh? I'm surprised. I thought that Vincini Algelani was out here when the first time he come back, but I guess not. Where do we need to go? So what are we gonna do first? We'll go speak to Captain Anderson. We'll go from there. Although before we get to Anderson, we'll probably end up running into Mr. Bhatia. Yep. Let's speak with him.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time?
Sure.
Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
Yeah, that last time I ran by, you said I was on the phone. I'm sorry, man. I should have stopped. I'm happy to help you.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime.
Wait, the 212? Your wife was serviceman Nirali Bhatia. I'm Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. I served in her unit.
Chief Williams, it is a pleasure. Nirali spoke of you with great respect.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Mr. Bhatia. Nirali was a good woman. What can we do for you?
I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
They said why?
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
Yeah, we'll definitely set this straight. Get it right.
There's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this. Just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
Yep, it's understandable. She gave her life. Serving honorably in the Alliance. So, at least we could do is try and set things right here. I recently had a crash going into here, so hopefully we'll avoid that. Alright. This is the gentleman.
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard.
I am.
Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
Yeah, I'm here for Samesh.
Yes. A man named Samesh Bhatia is having some trouble claiming his wife's body.
Ah, Mr. Bhatia. A good man in an understandably frustrating position. I wish I could help him. Serviceman Nerali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
Yeah, you're running tests?
You're studying her injuries to learn more about Geth weaponry.
The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
How long would this research take?
How long do you think this research is going to take?
This is a long-term study. I wouldn't expect the bodies to be released for a year or longer.
How many of these bodies do you have?
You gotta have a lot of bodies. Can't you release one?
Very few bodies had this new type of weapon damage, and very few were in good enough condition to study. Beyond that, Commander, we need as many bodies as we can to get a reasonable sample size.
Possibly, but she isn't the only one. There are others.
When will this research result in actual new technology?
If we're lucky, we'll actually realize usable technology from this study in a few years.
Now, you don't... if you allow them to keep her body and study it, you don't ever... Nothing comes of it. I guess in the long term, the time span of between Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 3, I think, is only 3 years, though. So, and he said it's long term. Well, he said that within a year they'd have the body back, but that doesn't necessarily mean the study would be done. But I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm releasing the body. At the end of the day, although you said yes, she could save more lives than death, you still, in my opinion, you still need the family's cooperation. And if the family wants the body back, the family should get the body back. Unless the soldier signed off and voluntarily said, "Hey, if I die, you can take my body and study with it." But there's no proof of that. So, yeah, I'm releasing the body.
You know who and what I am. If I want Nerali Bhatia, I can get her.
Commander, I don't think threats are necessary. Even if the body were here on the Citadel, would you really risk going in shooting to get it?
He deserves better.
The Marine's name was Nerali Bhatia. If you want to cut her up, you call her by name.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
All right. I've done the right thing here, in my opinion. Go ahead and see. Of course, Nasana here plays a bigger role in Mass Effect 2 with Thane. So we'll look into her side mission.
Commander Shepard, I am Nasana Dantius. I see you got my message.
What do you want exactly?
You said you had a job offer.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on a cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
You want me to hunt down the people who killed her?
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, I received a message with her voice on it. Dahlia is alive. The rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange for returning her unharmed.
And why'd they spare your sister?
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia along with everyone else?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more to them alive.
What's my part in this?
Do you want me to deliver the ransom?
I've already transferred the funds to the account they specified. Only they never released her. They haven't contacted me since. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary. By law, I'm required to report any attempted extortion to CSEC immediately. But I I was afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
That's a stupid law. It makes sense to me, honestly. Yeah, you need my help?
You want me to find her and bring her back?
You only need to bring her back. I've already found her for you. I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led to a small mercenary band operating out of the Artemis Tau cluster. I need you to go to the Merc base, take them out, and bring my sister back. You shall be well rewarded.
Tell me about these kidnappers.
Anything you can tell me about the mercs who have your sister?
Pretty much what you'd expect. Rough, dangerous, and well-armed. Nothing a Spectre cannot handle, though.
Why me?
Can't you hire someone else to do this?
I do not want to take chances with my sister's life. I need a Spectre. Besides, you operate outside official channels. My superiors cannot find out I never reported the ransom in the first place.
Tracking that ransom?
How'd you find out who was behind the ransom?
I have resources. Contacts and credits can go a long way, especially if you're willing to bend the rules. I already broke the law when I paid the ransom. This couldn't make things any worse.
Yeah, I think I'll do it.
Don't worry. I'll bring your sister back.
Thank you, Shepard. I knew you were the right woman for the job. Come back and see me when the job is done.
I shall. See if I've scanned this keeper out here. Nope. Alright. I'm not getting no money because I think I'm maxed out pretty much. Yeah. Am I spoken to these guys?
What do you want?
Nope.
Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Calm down, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
Tell me about the consort.
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
Did you really go to see the consort?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
I understand.
That's fine, Private. Just tell me where to find her.
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
Alright, kiddo. Okay, I'll go and see if I scan the keeper in this little room. I don't believe I have. I love this Elcor.
Welcome. It is good to meet you.
It is good to meet you. I'm delighted as well. I don't know, I just like the way he says. I keep coming back to him.
I've got 3 days of paperwork to finish by the end of my shift today.
You've been procrastinating. Time to get on that, bud.
If I have to fill out one more form, I think I might just go work the mines in Calliston.
I mean, bureaucracy suck, but I don't know about working the mines, bud.
I can't talk now. My boss is waiting for a report.
Alright, get on it then.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Is it?
Don't you just love it here? There's so much to see and do.
No, I imagine that definitely is probably the case.
The ambassadors here are very respectful, except for that Volus.
Hey, that guy's a bit of an ass. That's alright. Okay, let's speak to Mr. Bhatia, and then we'll go on to speak to Captain Anderson. Let him know his wife's coming home.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
No, she's coming home.
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Samesh, I don't know if this helps, but your wife, Nerali, loved you very much. She missed your cooking, and she played recordings of you every night before she went to sleep.
I know, Miss Williams. But thank you. It's nice to hear it again.
BioWare. Outstanding stuff, and that's why it makes it much more personal to have Ashley along for that. Well work done. Alright. Here they are. Let's see what these two are up to. Oh, shoot.
I heard what happened under the Artemis Tau cluster. The Council wasn't too happy about the destruction of those Prothean ruins.
This isn't a game, Ambassador. Shepard's out there trying to stop Saren from destroying the galaxy.
Right.
I know. Just try to be a little more careful. The
No
Council's
problem.
watching you, and we all get judged on how you behave.
Again, Anderson, always having our back, man. I mean, yeah, it sucks that the Prothean ruins were ruined, and Shepard's not pleased about that, but it was out of her hands, and she had to get Liara, no matter what.
Yes, Commander?
That's already been discussed, so we won't be repeating that. We've asked all that, so yeah, I think this is maybe hopefully that leads to the talk about Saren, I believe.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren.
Yeah.
I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
This doesn't matter. No, it matters, but like I said, all this is what you do get in the book, the first Mass Effect book, Revelation. You learn all about all this. It's pretty enjoyable, but yeah, something went wrong.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
He did. I remember right too, Kaylee Sanders is in it as well. I think that's where these two met, if I recall. It's been well over a decade ago since I read it, I think. But was anyone hurt? Yeah. That's a little extreme.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere.
Oof.
Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Yeah, that's messed, man. That's so brutal. So you got blamed for that, huh?
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Yeah. It wasn't your fault, though. Saren's, very much the renegade.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren.
Yep.
I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Yeah, I think all the buzz was his goal, and he achieved it.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
All right. Good seeing you, Captain.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I should go. All right. Next up, we'll be speaking to the consort. And after that, we'll speak to Helena Blake. And after that, Bar Levon. And then we'll see about doing some of the stuff for the consort. Speaking to what's the gentleman's name down there in the bar? In general, she wants us to speak to. He's also in Mass Effect 3 Accord. Septimus or Raka, I think, something like that. Yeah.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
Yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Indeed
Not
it
to
is.
mention frustrating.
Curious. All right. Since the, what do you call it, the Krogan statue's just right over there, I want to have Rex with me, so I'm going to see if how this mod does where I could just call up a teammate. Yep. Okay. We'll take him and keep Liara with us.
I went very often when it was still the Ark.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah, ever since Fist took over, I don't go anymore.
Fist is gone. I didn't get to fully hear that, but okay. Let's see if we can just barge in.
Welcome.
Nope.
I am Naylina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Now, as I said in, I believe it was the first or second video episode, probably episode 2 when I came to the Citadel, about the lady, the receptionist there in the embassy's area, and her, we believe, are sisters. I say we because it's just people who speculate on all these type of things within Mass Effect. That she dies in the attack here at the end game. And we have dealings with her mother, and they're on Ilium. But I need an appointment.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
All right.
Commander Shepard, I'm with the Spectres.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
It's not about the consort.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
Is she mystical?
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
What about you? What do you do here? Just receive clients?
What do you do here, Naylina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
How so?
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
Companionship, to provide companionship with people. Sounds interesting.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nah, I'm not waiting that long. I'm out.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
Nope, that's it.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nalina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Now, why is that?
What does she want to see me for?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself. Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
All right.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Yeah.
An hour here is better than a year on leave.
Calm down, bro.
If only I could afford to come more often.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Y'all need to kind of check what you word things, phrasing. That sounds like Conrad Werner again, Leslie.
I'd spend all day here if I could.
If I hear him that well.
Isn't this place terrific?
Yeah.
This is the most relaxed I've been in days.
Well, that's good. That's nice.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Nice.
The consort is a wonderful person. She has quite a gift.
Mm-hmm. Does she?
You're with the Alliance? My
Yep.
brother's a private back on Earth.
Very nice. All right. Let's see what she got to say. There's, of course, the bubble. If you kind of like turn your nose up at the gift she gives you, the little trinket. Seems like you kind of ain't satisfied with just getting that. You know, you'll have secretary there in the bubble.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our Citadel.
Yeah, no, I'll just go with the finding out who she is.
You wanted to speak with me?
I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Tell me about it.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
Excuse me, who invited you to touch me? We don't even know each other. Tell me what went wrong.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
Fair enough.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Yeah. All right. Now we got that. We'll be heading back to Korra's den. With
I have to admit, I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable.
I can't remember for certain, but I think Shepard as, because I haven't played as a Earthborn in quite a while. I know the mission that you get for that has to do with the street gangs that you grew up on, and I think it triggers by going back to Cora's den, but I'm not certain. Next up, we speak with Hannah Blake. Oh yeah, I want to see what Rex has to say about the statue.
Some want to see this Krogan monument removed, but it is important to remember our history, even if those memories make us uncomfortable.
Yep, agreed.
I get the feeling they're not used to seeing Krogan walking around up here.
Yeah, probably not.
I could use a snack. Think there's any fish out in that lake?
And that's, of course, a couple Krogan arguing about that in the second one. And, of course, we now know that, nope, there are no fish in there. Sorry, Rex.
Tranquil, calm, relaxing. Wake me when this is over.
Find it boring, do you?
I get the feeling they're not used to seeing Krogan walking around up here.
Probably not.
This is truly magnificent. Most Prothean architecture I see is in ruins.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
The sheer size of this place is overwhelming.
Indeed. Yeah, I thought Rex had something to say, man. The Yara spoke up.
I could use a snack. Think there's any fish out in that lake?
Well, hold on. Maybe we'll get him to say something through her, though.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
Are you real? What? Virtual guide?
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Yeah, it needs to remain. I'm talking about the Rachni Wars.
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries.
Yeah.
The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
And Krogan are pretty freaking badass, that's for damn sure. So 2,200 years ago, and this is 2183, so Rachni Wars started a little bit before Alexander the Great. About that time, and for 300 years, so right up into the rise of Rome, into the 1st, 2nd century or so. So that's kind of give you perspective on what was happening on Earth while that was, how far behind we were. But yeah.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Yeah, makes sense.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
I think I should. Is that Shepard's view? I think for now, Shepard does see it that way. We'll see if her views on this evolve as we go on.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Alright, what about the Krogan rebellions?
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species.
Damn.
The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
It does sound like a vicious cycle.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
That's what you say. It kind of sucks that Rex didn't chime in at all.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Come on, Rex, say something about the statue.
Tranquil, calm, relaxing. Wake me when this is over.
Yeah, I mean, you hopped over to go get a good look, but you got nothing to say. That's a shame. Well, got another one to scan here. Talk to Miss Helena Blake here.
Got a moment, Spectre?
I do.
Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
Yeah, I think Liara likes your outfit. Well, how do you know me?
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles.
I bet.
I'm acquainted with a pair of powerful crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
Shep's used to dealing with crime lords and gangs and stuff, being that she grew up in that environment on Earth. So she's not afraid to get involved in this. Known crimes.
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves. They're loathsome, hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
Well, let's look into this a little further.
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures. But their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
Looking to eliminate the competition.
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
Yeah, this is an obvious setup.
I eliminate them, and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you. You are the first human Spectre, and you are doing important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
Yeah, I'll do it.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates. When these men are dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates. Goodbye, Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Fue un placer mío. Okay. Just speak to him so I could buy the any upgrades or what do you call that, licenses.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Yeah, I'd like to buy something.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
See, this is something I wish they would have fixed here in the Legendary Edition, where they should have just made it so you can access any of this all in one spot, not after it. But when I do this, after that's done, I have to go and speak to him again to get into either of those, and each time, so it's like a pain in the ass. Okay, yep, he does have some licenses here. Alright, thank you very much. That's all I want from you. Go up here and scan Keeper. Of course, so there's the AI we'll be dealing with later. Alright, speak to Barlavan. Then we're going to head to Kor's Den. We'll resolve the issues there. We got an Elcor walking. Pretty cool to see. And then we'll head off-world.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard.
Yep.
It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
Alright, thank you. Now, Barlavan, of course, said is someone that we do meet in Mass Effect 3. He has he's running a shop, and he also has us do a little side mission for him and Shadow Broker, which, of course, we know who the Shadow Broker is by that time. It is Liara, who we have right here with us, so yeah, kind of cool. Have we ever met?
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barlavan. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Do I need his help? Let's see what that's about.
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard, and you're right. But Rex has already told you far more than I know about this. I am sorry, but I have nothing else to offer.
Alright. That's cool. Let's talk about the Citadel.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single, strong community.
Talk about the Presidium.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
Yeah, aren't we special? Why don't you tell me about the wards?
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
Yeah. Tell me about the Shadow Broker.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
Most people think I deal in finances, but my real currency is knowledge. I trade information, and it has made me very wealthy. But the Shadow Broker is the true master. Every day he buys and sells secrets that could topple governments, always giving them to the highest bidder. Yet somehow he never seems to upset the natural balance of power. All those secrets being passed around seem to even out. Nobody ends up with an advantage in the end.
Kind of interesting that we got Liara here, gaining all this knowledge and meeting him.
Any guess what his identity might be?
I don't know. Nobody does. The Shadow Broker could be any race, any gender. I have a theory that it's actually an entire group working under one identity. How else could they juggle so many contacts at the same time? How else could they keep all that information from getting crossed? but they've got the perfect setup. Every government is forced to play their game so they don't get behind. But no matter how long you play, no matter how many secrets you buy, you can never win.
You're his agent.
I thought you'd know more about the man you work for.
From time to time, I come across information I sell to the Shadow Broker. That's my only involvement. I like it that way. The more you know, the more dangerous the game becomes.
Yeah.
I don't like danger, Commander. I'll leave that to you.
Well, thank you. No personal questions.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
I mean, obviously this dude's pretty intelligent, though. Or what you're operating in, though, is illegal?
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Yeah, you hide the corruption. Yeah, I ain't buying that.
Still sounds shady to me.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
I'm a bit dodgy. Yep, let's hope I don't.
I should go.
I'm already
Goodbye, Commander.
filthy rich and I don't need your services, bub. Alright. The bank here is pretty busy, seems. Are you paying attention, Laura? Taking notes, because information might come in handy for you later. We'll deal with them later. And with the arguing Hanar and the officer. For now, we're going to look to go to Cora's den. The wards. Cora's den it is. Okay. Oh, is this part of the street gang here? This one? I think so.
They told me it was you, but I didn't believe it. Shepard grew up and turned into a soldier.
I'm sorry? Who are you?
Have we met?
Name's Finch. You probably don't remember me, but we ran together in the 10th Street Reds. Maybe you don't remember it yourself, running in a gang. None of the vids mention it when they're talking about you.
Yeah, no. That life is over. It's all behind me now. I ain't forgotten.
So I ran with the Reds. That's behind me now.
We're not trying to cause you trouble, Shepard. We just want a favor, for old time's sake. One of the Reds, Kurt Wiseman, got picked up by Turians. We'd like you to talk to the Turian guard in the bar and get Kurt out.
And what was he arrested for?
What was this guy arrested for?
Some stupid minor offense. Maybe he had a little red sand. You know how the Turians are. They declared him a problem, and they're shipping him back for a trial.
I have a feeling there's more to the story than just having some drugs on him. Alright.
What was one of the 10th Street Reds doing in Turian space?
Since your days, the Reds have expanded. We do some salvage, a little shipping here and there, that kind of thing.
Like the Reds, like the baseball team, the Cincinnati Reds, they've really expanded. Alright.
You're not asking me to break Wiseman out of jail, are you?
Of course not. But word has it you've got some pull with the aliens. All we're asking you to do is pull a little for us.
We'll see. I want more information, but yeah. No promises.
I'll talk to the Turian and see what I can do.
Thanks, Shepard. I knew you'd remember your old friends. The guard's over in Cora's den. Take care of this, and you'll never see me again.
Yeah, you totally seem very dodgy. But, oh boy. Conrad Werner, and he moves around a little bit now with one of the mods. I think it's community patch. Might be diversification project as well. One of them.
Hey, Commander Shepard, it's me, Conrad Werner.
Hey there. Me? Oh yeah, who could forget?
There are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Yep, that's me. I'll do my best.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And your grace and skill have inspired a whole legion of admirers, too. Hey, can I get your picture?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
Are you kidding? Nobody will believe that I talked with the beautiful Commander Shepard unless I get a picture. Just hold up your gun. Perfect.
A little creepy the way you said that.
Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Yep. I bet she will. Alright. Head into the bar. All this stuff is taking a little longer than I expected here on the Citadel, so we'll see about doing an additional mission or not. Where's the Turian, I wonder, that I need to speak to besides maybe that's him, but for now we'll speak first with the general here.
Commander, what do you want?
You having troubles?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
This is the great Turian General. How did your kind ever defeat us?
I may be drunk, Krogan, but you're ugly. Tomorrow I'll be sober. Unless you have a cure for this ache in my gut. Go away.
Oh man, damn. I'll be sober, but you'll still be ugly, man. Damn. You got roasted, Rex. Sorry, man. I can help.
I think I can see why you're upset, but spreading these lies won't make it better.
Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
Yeah, get a grip here.
Never let the enemy see your weakness. You know that, General.
Enemies? The one place I always felt at peace was with her. But now, so you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general.
Yep.
It's better than sitting on your ass all day.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort. Even if she won't have me back.
I'm glad to hear it.
This is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
Of course, General Septimus here, we do have dealings with him in Mass Effect 3, helping Arya. So we'll be seeing him again later. Or you can actually decide to work, something out, or you could actually have him killed. But we'll deal with that when we get there, but for now, sure, I'll help you out.
What do you want me to do?
There's an L-Corps diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
And why is that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
And how would you like me to do that?
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this datapad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the L-Corps.
All right.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
No, Shep never goes up in rank, unfortunately. Alright, let's see if this is him. I believe it probably is. No. No? Harkin won't talk to us anymore.
Go away. Let me drink it.
Where's the Turian that we're supposed to speak with?
Can I help you?
You've got a prisoner named Kurt Wiseman. I'd like that prisoner freed.
I'd like a lot of things, human. Desire forms the foundations of organized society. That said, the xenophobe will remain in Turian custody. This is not negotiable.
Why is he a xenophobe?
Why are you calling him a xenophobe?
The human acknowledges affiliation with several anti-alien organizations. His crime specifically targeted Turians as a species. It was a hate crime and will be treated as such at his sentencing.
Alright, but what evidence do you have of that? You're making a claim, and it could very well be true, but I'd like to hear the evidence.
What crime did Wiseman commit?
He attempted to poison medical cargo being sent to a Turian colony to treat an outbreak of a dangerous disease. If he'd succeeded, millions would have died. This human is a dangerous xenophobe.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's atrocious.
What sentence is Wiseman likely to receive?
Hopefully life.
Considering that he attempted to commit a xenophobic hate crime, I would expect him to receive a lifetime imprisonment.
Yeah, that's what he should get. Yeah, that does change things. Let him rot.
Thanks for the information. One of Wiseman's friends was less than honest with me.
I understand. Weissman was too well supplied to be acting alone. Thank you for the information. We'll increase the guard in his cell.
I knew you'd rat us out, Shepard. Now it's payback time. When we're through telling our story, the aliens will all know what the first human Spectre really is.
I mean, they got it. Present evidence of his crime. He told me what the crime was, and yeah, I'm taking his word at it. I don't know. This guy told me he just had red sand, and it definitely doesn't sound like that was the case. So, much more serious, and yeah, I ain't gonna risk it. Like, if that's what he was up to, man, nah, this guy deserves to rot. I'm not sure what this
bio is public record. Everyone knows I ran with gangs as a kid.
They don't know that the Reds target aliens specifically. We've got the backers to handle off-world missions. Your alien friends won't like you so much when they hear what your gang did.
I don't know.
What do you want, Finch? What gets you out of my life?
What do I want? I want aliens off of Earth. I want the Council to stay out of humanity's business.
Nah. Dang no.
The 10th Street Reds was a gang, not an Earth First movement.
They're a human movement now. You think the Vids will make that distinction? I can find a dozen Reds who'll swear they saw you kill aliens for fun. Who's going to believe you then?
That won't help you. Did I ask him everything?
If you want humanity to be strong, a smear attack on the first human Spectre is a bad idea.
The Spectre is right. This is humanity's chance to prove itself. There's even talk of earning a council seat.
Of course you'd side with Shepard. You want someone who's in bed with your kind.
Yeah, I'm not in bed with anyone.
I am trying to make humanity strong, Finch. Are you gonna stand in my way?
Fine,
Oh, yeah,
Shepard,
shit.
you're right. You're not one of the Reds. Maybe you never were.
That man is a xenophobe who thinks he can blackmail a Spectre. You should have killed him.
No, he didn't deserve death.
That's not the way I work.
Goodbye, human. It'll be interesting to see what kind of Spectre you turn out to be.
Well, see, I think I've only done that mission once. I think the very first time I played the game, I was a Earthborn. So I didn't remember much about that. That was actually kind of cool. Save. I went ahead to the clinic because I think that'll kind of open up the part about veins, which is part of the Kahoku thing. Yeah, I've definitely taken up more time here, doing more than I anticipated. But it's been interesting. I may as well turn this into our favorite journalist.
Word on
reporter.
the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
Indeed, I did. And I see you're also wearing the same clothes as Liara likes to wear. So it must be a popular brand style.
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This
Yep.
could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
Thank you. I can offer more.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Have at it. Expose the bastard. Alright. Head in. Yep, she's getting threatened.
I need those supplies for my clinic. I can't.
You can and you will, or your story won't stay secret for long. Don't disappoint me, Doctor.
Oh, Commander Shepard, I didn't see you come in.
You in trouble again?
Every time I come in here, I see someone threatening you. Who was that?
Someone from my past. I can take care of it.
It's okay.
I might be able to help you.
I was fired by my previous employer for giving out free medical supplies to clinics like this. They never filed any charges. They just wanted me to leave without any fuss. But somebody must have found out. Now they are blackmailing me. I have to give them what they want. If the board finds out about my past, I could lose my license. They'll shut my clinic down.
I'll see what I can do to help.
Maybe I can get you out of this. Tell me what they want.
I have to give some of my medical supplies to a merchant in the markets. They expect delivery today.
Alright.
Give me your contact's name. I'll deal with this guy, whoever he is.
Deal with him, but won't they expose my past?
I'm on it.
I'll make sure they don't tell anyone.
I was told to speak with a merchant named Morlan down in the markets. I really appreciate this, Commander. Thank you.
You got it.
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
No, nothing. Alright. We need any better job? Nope. Alright, we'll go ahead and head back down and see about that. Need to get back to the embassies. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get to do any side missions off-world. That'll have to be next episode. We'll do a few side missions and then we'll head to Novaria.
This isn't a proof of purchase. It's a bank statement. It shows that I bought something from you when I bought it.
Well, thank you for buying from me, but
this still doesn't prove that you purchased that item from my store.
But I didn't buy anything else here.
How do I know that? If you don't have the proof of purchase, I can't help you.
But...
Sorry.
Oh, man. And so the awesome saga of Refund Man continues. Alright. Let's see more land here.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You want many good supplies, yes?
I'll get to this. First, let me go ahead and
Let me see what
see
you
if he
have.
has any license.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
Yep, got some license. Got a manager upgrade. Got armor license. Nice. Manager upgrade. Alright, yeah, did alright with them. Okay.
Hello there. Welcome to Moorland's famous shop. You
That's,
want many good supplies, yes?
What about Dr. Michelle?
You were expecting a delivery of medical supplies.
But I was told the doctor would be bringing them.
Change of plans.
A change, but the doctor... I don't... This is not right, human.
Shut up, Moreland. I told Baines you'd screw this up. What the hell's going on here? Who are you?
A friend of the doctor's.
Leave the doctor alone.
We can end this if you just bring me those supplies. Otherwise, I'll start telling people about the doctor's little secret.
Yep, talking you're dead, bud.
Her secret stays buried. Or I bury you.
Hey, hold on. I'm just the middleman here. This is way more than I bargained for.
Damn. Shepard had a Kroger back down.
Human. It is good to see him humbled so.
Tell me about Baines.
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human. I only worked with the one who spoke with the doctor.
Alright,
goodbye.
there she go.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human.
Mm-hmm. You gonna put your weapon away there, Shep? Around with their pistol drawn. If I hit select or put it away. There we go. Doctor knows she'll be alright. Oh, now she got patient. Picked up in here, I see. Very quickly.
Commander, how did things go?
As expected.
He won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? That's a great relief, Commander. Thank you. I can't pay you for your help, but I can give you a discount on any supplies you purchase here.
Thank you. Now tell me about Baines.
The thug said he worked for a man named Baines. Sound familiar?
Baines? I wonder if he means Armiston Baines. We worked together a long time ago.
Who was he?
What can you tell me about him?
Last I heard, the Alliance military was contracting him for some research in the Traverse.
Perhaps Captain Anderson will have some knowledge about this man.
Yeah, good idea.
We'll see what the captain can tell us.
I wish I could tell you more. Is there anything else I can help you with, Commander?
No.
I'll be going now.
That's
Goodbye,
it.
Commander. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you. Alright, so we are going to now head to Presidium, the embassies, and speak to Captain Anderson. We were heading to the embassies anyway, so that's cool. So Tower Embassies. Alright. We want to clean things up with the Elcor and the consort. And we'll speak to Anderson. I think he was going to refer us to Kahoku. See that things all kind of come together a lot better now. There you go.
Strange greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
No, I got you.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
A
Unbelieving, I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
Actually, we have proof. Look at this.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
He'll be alright.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions. Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
No worries.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. It was an honest mistake.
Doubtful. Perhaps you are right, human. I can only hope so.
Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, Din, not all humans are as you say.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
Apologetic. Do not listen to my Volus compatriot. It was a good thing you did, regardless of your intentions.
Yep, I just wanted to help. Yay, we got them all. For no experience or any money. Just to do it. Alright, see what he's talking about Baines.
Yes, Commander?
What do you know about Armiston Baines?
Where did you hear that name? Never mind, I don't want to know. Baines is dead. Has been for quite some time.
You certain?
The people I spoke with seemed to think he was still alive.
It's not common knowledge. Military is keeping it under wraps. Baines was doing some high-level work for the Alliance. Stuff even I wasn't aware of. One day he turns up dead on a drifting scout ship. Everyone suspects it was foul play, but it was never officially investigated.
Scout ship?
What can you tell me about the ship?
I don't know much about it. You should talk to Admiral Kahoku. One of his crews discovered Baines' body.
I met him.
I spoke to Kahoku. He never brought it up.
Oh,
You should
would
mention Baines the next time you see him. See if he'll tell you anything. Is there anything else, Commander?
No.
I should
I'll
go.
do.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright. I'm getting things done. I am enjoying this. I did want to get us, out of here and to do some action, but oh well. This is all stuff I was going to be doing eventually anyway. I wanted to, and I still will speak to Lavina here at some point. Just not on this occasion. And we'll finish things up with the consort. And I'm going to speak to Kahoku, and then I think we'll be done. I kind of am tempted to run by that statue again to see if Rex will say anything. I swear I thought he typically would. Pardon me, excuse me, coming through. I have permission.
That's right. It was a long time ago, though. I barely remember it. What drew you back to the Citadel and to the consort? I don't know exactly. It may sound strange, but I simply felt called. That's not strange. Many of us have felt the same calling, though you are the first of your kind to respond to it. Really? I hadn't seen any other humans working here, but I didn't want to ask. No doubt you are just the first of many to come. It's only a matter of time now that your species is spreading its wings.
Guess so.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
Likewise.
You're with the Alliance? My
No,
brother's a
you got
private
the same
back
thing.
on Earth.
Alright. Yes, yes. Dog's acting like she's about ready to go too. She needs to head out to the
Commander,
bathroom.
I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
Hang in there, Bella. Yeah, I was glad to help.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander, but I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you're interested.
Of course.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see your skin, tough as the scales on any Turian, unyielding, a wall between you and everyone else, but it protects you, makes you strong. It is that strength that people are drawn to. It is why you lead and others follow without question. You will need that leadership in the battles to come. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
Yeah, I think there, if you go with this, I think that leads to sexy time. Very astute.
You have quite a gift, Shaira.
Thank you. Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Alcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
Trinket?
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you.
I think it'll help us
Remember
on the planet.
my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength.
Amaranthine, I think is what it's called, because that's also a name in Dragon Age. But I believe that's the name of the planet. But it's of course used on a protein device that allows for us to have a vision of the proteins, keeping an eye out on humans. So it's pretty cool. All right. Run by this just one last time, see if Rex say anything.
Some want to see this Krogan monument removed.
Yep.
But it is important to remember our history, even if those memories make us uncomfortable.
I'm tempted if I change out the party, will it force him to talk instead of her? So let's see. Yeah. Pick the boys up. Let's see if I run by it. No, in such a way. No.
I get the feeling they're not used to seeing Krogan walking
All
around
right.
up here.
That's a shame. I'll try it again later in the game. Okay, so now going to the tower. To that tower. Okay. So hope you know.
I'm waiting. Commander, is there something you need? If not, I've got some things I need to take care of.
What do you know about Baines?
Captain Anderson said you'd have information on Baines.
Not as much as I'd like to. One of my crews found him, frozen stiff on board a derelict vessel. I sent a recon group to investigate the system where we found his body. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
Yep, I'm on it.
I'll find them, Admiral.
I appreciate that, Commander. I was running out of options. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though.
Yeah, they really cleaned that up, this
I'll
whole...
upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship.
Thank
Maybe
you.
you can get some answers.
I will. They really cleaned it up on how you go about this mission now. So well done. Tempted to just go ahead and go. I don't want to use that. Still want to use a quick save. Directly on board to the Normandy, but a little worried. I don't think there's any Like I don't want to skip nothing that it needs. Like if we run into someone, a cutscene or something that has to happen. But I'm pretty sure there isn't anybody. So we'll head back to the Normandy directly from here.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Yeah, I think we handled everything, so we're good to go. But I am bringing it to a close here for this session. We got quite a bit done on there, honestly. That was pretty good. Had a good time anyway. So next up, we'll be doing a few of those side missions. We'll just go from there. So as usual, I just want to thank you sincerely for watching. I hope you're enjoying it, and continue to follow me and watch this on throughout this series. So thank you so much. Please go ahead and if you have enjoyed it, hit the like button and subscribe and hit the notification bell. So once again, this is RK Craig, and thank you so much. Catch you around. Laters.